think it might be. We'll see if people can see me. Hello, everyone. Are we live? I see that we have Mars and Mona in the chat. What a beautiful friend you have. Yes, we have a very special guest, Cully Cat, here today. We are live. Ah! This is Cully Cat. Would you like to introduce some things about yourself?
Hello, my name's Cully Cat or Catherine. It's so lovely to have you in my home today with the most wonderful Molly Cat.
It's so wonderful to be here. So, these are the Mooners. Meet the online community. We've got Kevin Mack here. He always brings good vibes. Joseph
Here, I can
Carrington.
make this bigger so I can read it.
Bernard Everett. Oh yeah, we are streaming off of Cully's setup today, so we are using OBS and a laptop. This is the mic that we're using right now. And the screen is further away than usual, so we'll be reading the chat from very far and also on the phone to be able to look. Okay. Hey, Backcountry Basis is here. I listened to your cover of Moonlight Drive and it was so excellent. And the shout out to Van on the Moon touched my heart, so thank you. Love the binos. These are Cully Cat's binos. So, the backstory of what's happening here is that if you saw the short I posted on Van on the Moon this morning, the van is broken again. It broke in the town I used to live, actually, lucky enough. I had gone to Kirtan the night before, and me and Cully reconnected and we're hanging out there. And then the next day, the van broke, and Cully came and helped me, made sure I wasn't alone, was up under the van with me, looking at the stuff. And the van is still parked where it broke, and it's just waiting to get towed pretty much, and it's looking like it's gonna get towed to George's again, and George will keep it there and work on it, and that's the Van on the Moon updates. Yeah, surprise, Joseph Carrington knows that van breaks like every month. We got Heather Ray in the chat, Chloe Exquisite. Refund from the Winkers on the clutch. I wish that would be like a $2,000 refund. I would love that, but we don't even talk to them anymore. The beef was too thick. We got to Dank Deru. So, Cully Cat is one of the most positive mindset people I've ever met. And like, I'm serious, like just the way that you exist and the way that you navigate situations is just positivity and love. So in this community, that's some of our main messages, just talking about like we just talk about philosophy and how to go about existing in this universe, and you have a lot of good things to say about that. So I'm excited to hear what you want to share with the Mooner community.
Well, I think the topic we had talked about yesterday is the art of luck and serendipity, and how abundance can come at any moment in life if you're willing to just open up to what abundance is, which is the lesson of wisdom that God is constantly presenting you. Every time you're presented with a challenge, you are so lucky, because that challenge is the next step towards your growth. God will keep giving you that challenge until you're ready to overcome it. But as soon as you see that challenge as a blessing, as one of the luckiest things you've ever had, then your soul gets to grow and you get all the virtues of God. And the serendipity just flows because people like my lovely friend Molly just show up right in your life at the right perfect time, right?
It's actually so perfect that you say that, because the theme on this stream for the past week has been honestly pretty heavy. Like, I mean, you know, the whole everything happening right now. I spoke out about it and finally announced my shadows pretty much, because I notice the cycles that are going through my life right now and that are repeating, and until I can break through and see what the lesson is, then they will just keep happening. So yeah, right now we're breaking cycles. We've got the Mercury retrograde right now, and Jupiter just changed signs, just coming off a full moon.
But
It's time for
Venus
endings.
is in the head of Leo right now. That means it is more important than ever to show that motherly love and abundance with righteousness and regality like a Leo would be, you know? We're also going into Leo season, but really, I follow Vedic astrology, and Western astrology is off. There's a discrepancy. So it's important to see your astrology from both Western and Vedic. Otherwise, you are going to have some irregularities. Basically, over the years, the discrepancy has added up to maybe a month of difference, Vedic compared to Western. So, it might be totally different. You should look at both so you have two eyes.
I would actually love to see my Vedic astrology
We'll
chart.
look it up right now. Your Vedic.
Honestly, do you want to do my... Okay,
we're gonna
guys.
do your Vedic right now.
You guys are about to find out everything about my Vedic
Maybe you
astrology.
say your time and date. Don't tell them. They're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
not
able
gonna
to look
say it
up-
out loud.
They're gonna use AI to figure out exactly where you were born and your date when you tell them your zodiac.
This is very important secret information. Oh, you know what? I don't know that I actually remember what
Can you hand me the
time.
binoculars, please?
Oh yes, are you gonna use them to read the
I
chat?
can't see this chat right here.
I actually am gonna switch it probably to subscribers only mode. It's zooming right now. Okay, I'm gonna open CoStar so I can remember what time I was born. That's the only secret that I'll tell you guys of my zodiac or my birth time, place, and everything.
I can't even read it.
Yes, okay, PM though.
Okay, let me put my glasses on so I can see better.
Yeah, I actually, real quick, can you put this to 10:47 p.m. or yeah, so you guys know what time I was born at. I want to do it on subscriber only chat. I'm gonna figure out.
You can do that, I think, from your phone. That can just keep going, and then you could have your own chat right here, or I can have it on this phone too.
Moderation.
Or you can bring up your chat right there on your computer, and edit it too from there.
Participant. Yep, subscribers only. All you heinous troll motherfuckers in the comments that have been saying rude stuff are about to get. You're not gonna have those privileges anymore. You have squandered them.
Yeah, that's what Kinky said.
Okay, subscribers only mode. Here we go. A cleaner chat.
Where were you born?
Oh, here, let's see. There it is. That's where I was born.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna try and catch back up with the chat to see what any of the actual mooners were saying. Mullet Mona said chat was heinous as fuck. Yeah, the trolls suck. The trolls, we actually brought special. We knew the trolls would be coming in hot, so. Tink, tink, tink. We're dodging the bad vibes. Does the cat have a ball on its tail? So this cat has a very special tail. She just happened to grow this way.
Her name is Kinky, and she has a kink tail, see? There she goes. Kinky.
Kinky, the
Come here,
YouTube
baby.
star.
I'm sorry. Come here. Come here, baby.
Okay, we'll see what's the chat been saying. Oh yeah. David T's like, yes, probably to me saying subscriber only mode. Now that I can add that from my phone, we're gonna be doing that for most of the live streams whenever it gets like in the high numbers where it's just going crazy.
Okay, so this is correct date right here.
Yep, that looks correct.
Okay, then I have your zodiacs here.
Okay, you guys are about to find out the secrets of me.
Oh my god, no wonder she's one of the coolest people in the world. Not only is Mercury, Neptune, the Sun, Uranus, and Venus all in one sign, it's Capricornus.
What?
You're a Pentacapricornus. Well, that it doesn't get much more Capricorn than that. Your Sun, Mercury, Neptune, Uranus, and Venus are all in Capricorn. Well, it's on the cusp between Aquarius, your Venus, which means your love and abundance is not only looking for stability, but also unlimited freedom and childlike joy and exploration. But your Jupiter is right there between the overflowing of Aquarius's pot and the first fish of Pisces. But so your Jupiter and your Saturn in Pisces, which is amazing, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion and Saturn is the planet of restriction. So to have them both in the sign of the most expansion, which is Pisces, because the ocean is the largest place for a fish to grow. That means not only what holds you back is how unlimited potential you have, but also that's what helps you become the most amazing thing you are, which is your expansion. And your moon is in cusp between Aries and Taurus, meaning your emotions are very strong and can be stubborn sometimes.
Yep, I feel that. Stubborn, strong emotions. These everyone here knows. My sister's mullet Mona. She said, sounds about right, wants to be independent but also not alone at the same time. Yeah, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. What can I say?
And then your Mars is in Virgo. That means you're an earth angel here to help settle war. You're here to stop the war as an earth angel.
Earth angel.
For Mars, yeah, your planet of war is in the angel of the earth goddess, and you're an earth tiger, so it's like
Perfect.
Virgo, it's perfect.
You weren't lying when you told me. Okay, we were talking about Vedic versus Western astrology last night, and she was like, "Oh, Vedic astrology's an ego buster because you grow up with your Western signs, totally identifying with it." Yeah, you saying that I'm a Penta Capricorn ego buster. I have been a Penta Aquarius my whole life.
Yeah, and that's how I felt too. Imagine this being a triple Leo like me, right? Amazing. It doesn't get much better than that. Then realizing you're actually a quadruple Cancer.
Did you cry?
I was Leo. But my new moon is in Leo. So ultimately, I am, when it comes, since the moon rules Cancer, moon being in the royal Leo, that means I'm a crab queen, crab goddess.
The crab goddess, behold, Cully the crab cat. My chart in Western being so heavily Aquarius has been like what I've clung to identity-wise in my life. I don't know what to do now that I know I might be a Capricorn.
Well, I think what you should do is go sit on the shore and philosophize about the universe. That's what a Capricorn would do.
Oh, Mullet Mona asked, wait, so what, a different chart? I'm confused.
So, look up Vedic astrology. That's all you gotta do. Vedic astrology. It's the true astrology that Westerners brought over like 60, 70 years ago because they thought it was cool, without realizing their discrepancy in the idea that the year only takes 365 and a fourth. Without that continuous number that we've associated over those years has added up to almost like a month of discrepancy.
Yeah, that discrepancy made a big difference in my chart because it changed 5
And
signs.
just so you all know, I didn't show her sign on an on like a Vedic website. I showed her on, it's called Sky Guide. It's a real app for looking at the stars. So you can look up your exact time and space where you were born, and you can see it for yourself, the exact constellation the day you were born. Sky Guide. It's how you can see exactly what the sky looked like the day you were born.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed to see that you were reading it that way instead of having a program like just pull up the chart.
No, it's much easier to see where the planets were in conjunction physically. You know, like in a VR reality, where it would be.
Very Hufflepuff coded.
Dang, Hufflepuff, I thought I was Gryffindor.
I think she might be talking about me.
Oh,
Are you
you
saying
are?
I'm Hufflepuff? I actually don't know much about Hufflepuff. I need to look into my Harry Potter lineage.
I need to see these comments closer. So, how do I pull up your channel?
Here, you could go to my YouTube channel, Molly and the Mooners. Yeah, Mona said last time she did a reading live on YouTube, disaster struck. I don't think I told you about that.
Tell me about it. I need to hear this.
So maybe I don't know when exactly it was, but it was right before the Super Bowl. It was the day before the Super Bowl, which I'm not even like into sports and stuff. I just was doing a tarot spread to predict the outcome of the Super Bowl as an experiment to see how accurate my tarot readings were. And I was like on the live stream pulling the cards live, and I got hit. I was inside the van, and the van got hit by another vehicle.
While you were driving, you were an autopilot and doing a tarot reading?
No, I was not even driving. I was
the
parked
car
by the
was,
beach.
oh, parked, okay.
I'm parked like on the side of the road, and then this car and this truck hit each other head on and spun out and slammed into my van. So you see me on the stream like reading the card, and then you just hear like skirt, boom, and my face is just like.
You got $1 million like cinematics going on in your film. Like, live action car crashes in our film. It's amazing.
High production. Yeah, people.
What did the cards say? Where it's like you were about to crash, basically.
I wish it was something about like not. It was something about your perception of reality, and then I got hit with. Just got smacked, but the reading was about the outcome of this big event, and I was half right. I had gotten it right which team would win, but not the number of points.
I'm sure everybody on Bovada, made lots of money that day because of you, Molly.
Yeah, I was like, place your bets, guys. We know what's gonna happen.
You all need to listen to her. She is psychic. She can read minds.
Mystic Molly is still. It's not. We're gonna run some more some more experiments. Okay, checking back in with the chat. Mars asked, in Tuesday's pop-up stream, Molly talked about Taylor. Is this the version that made you cry when you were growing up? Asking my sister that. Yes, I have this alter ego named Taylor, and she's the version of me that is in her like trauma responses still, just the unhealed body. And I finally revealed this character to everyone around me after it being kind of secret for a while. But now that I've accepted, she's my shadow aspect pretty much.
Taylor the tiger.
Taylor the
fierce,
tiger.
shadowy tiger panther like energy in the background that if you're not careful will notch.
Exactly, but I'm healing through that.
She's just healing from her old kitty ways. She had a rough life out in the jungles. Now she's just trying to bring it back in center.
Yeah, so bringing it all to the light. And an update about Tuesday's stream. Thank you everyone for being so accepting and open, and update on that situation. The cats are with him, and I don't know, I guess I can say Rainbow's his name again. Rainbows and the cats are doing okay. We've been in touch. Rainbows is getting a lot of work done this week. We're actually on opposite sides of the island right now, just like having our separate time, but we did chat. He thanked me for the apology and owning everything publicly. So it's like things are things are okay and peaceful now, but we're just still taking time to each be doing our thing. I'm stoked to be hanging out with Cully. Like, me and Cully met probably like 4 years ago now, and but haven't gotten
We've
to
done
really drop
fashion
in.
shows together.
Yes.
We've dropped in. We have.
Yes, we literally did a fashion show together. We both walked in the Maui Mood Swings Pride show last year, and that was such a vibe. I remember when they were doing those interviews with the green screen. So Cully's outfit that they styled her was like this beautiful green dress and like a green accessories, everything. And there was this video production company that had came out to like document us doing the show and everything, and just like Pride that year, and they took videos of Cully in front of the green screen, so she's literally just a floating face.
Little to be said about that because they didn't use the footage.
Oh yeah, honestly, I thought they were gonna make like a bunch of long videos and stuff, but I only saw like a few small clips, so I don't know if they ended up ever
The
putting
funniest
out
thing
much.
is they could have done anything. They could have made me into a T-Rex body or something with just my hand. They could have gone so many ways with it.
It's really cool to see we've got lots of people in the chat today. There's 366 Mooners here right now. I'm curious how everyone's liking this setup of having it be like actually more like podcast setting. This is a little more similar to when we had the world's most hated blogger on.
Who is that?
Oh, one of my friends on Big Island used to be infamous on the internet for being the world's most hated blogger. Back in like 2006. He was on like Dr. Phil and stuff.
What was he saying?
He was blogging about foreclosure,
Hmm.
like getting foreclosed in real estate. It was super random. Basically, he made a couple iffy investments, and then a lot of people started hounding him on the internet for it. But he got like famous in turn for that. But I ended up interviewing him on the stream recently because he kind of disappeared from the internet.
That seems like a wild person to interview their mom.
Yeah. Well, you're also a wild person to interview. So bringing back to the art of luck and serendipity, I would actually want to know what is the most serendipitous thing that you have had in your life. Yes, lucky. And you could see the lucky statues as well. Also, someone commented about it being 4th of July. We haven't even addressed that yet. I didn't even know it was going to be 4th of July today till yesterday. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just continue about my life and just pretend that's not happening.
So, it is 4th of July, but who gives two rats about that? We are in Hawaii, and you know what? Hawaii is a stolen land, and so, sadly, we are living in currently illegally occupied land right now as the native Hawaiians are being pushed to the edges.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know the backstory on that, Hawaii, the kingdom itself, was actually a kingdom, is still a kingdom, and kingdoms cannot be annexed. But the US did it anyway, so now Hawaii is like part of the US, but illegally. So yeah, we're not celebrating the 4th of July today. We're just gonna be talking about luck and serendipity.
Exactly. And it's so lucky you guys are here with us today. You just so luckily had followed this wonderful person, and you so luckily have managed to find your way onto your phone today where you are getting a direct communication from creators, mouthpieces. God has given us this chance to entertain you, and so it feels like a wonderful serendipitous time, right? We're lucky because we choose to be lucky. We're lucky because we see challenges not as an adverse thing, but as a chance to grow. We're lucky because we see every day with gratitude. We wake up and choose to see gratitude in all the hardships and all the tough stuff. We're lucky because we get to be, ourselves authentically regardless of what other people think. We're lucky because we get to choose to see Creator's beautiful will in every moment. We're lucky in all sorts of ways. But it's just like Dr. Emoto's study. Have you heard of Dr. Emoto's study?
No,
Have you heard of the study of crystal, like water, like the study of water?
I don't think so.
Well, Dr. Emoto is a Japanese scientist who studied what it would be like if you were to put labels on two glasses of water, and one says love, the other says hate. When you see the word love on that glass of crystal, then they would have somebody stare at it and choose to think that. And then they'd freeze the two water samples, and then the one that was frozen that said love was the most beautiful mandala creation of just like, mandala. And the one that said hate was all globular and, rough looking. And in the same way we speak onto the 70% water, we speak the reality we want onto our temples. And the more you choose to say, oh, I'm not lucky, oh, I don't look good today, oh, I'm feeling, so-and-so about myself, you're channeling the magic of that power of your word because you're so powerful to become that. So it's up to you to do the work of erasing old habitual habits that have no longer served you, severing the old paradigm and opening up to a new, more optimistic and loving self-influencing, self-caring, self-nurturing, selfish life, very, very selfish life. Because guess what? The more you fill up yourself and love yourself, eventually you'll be so full that you'll start overflowing. And that's what I'm doing.
Filling our own cups. That's honestly, that's exactly the cycle that's repeating in my life right now that I know is what I'm needing to push into. Because, okay, with what I announced the past week, I had given the awareness to everyone that I had kind of been hiding, that within my relationship, we spend a lot of time apart, and for a long time that has been really sad for me, that we would have a week at a time that we wouldn't see each other, or sometimes now I'll just go on a trip for a month and we won't see each other. But it's been this painful cycle that's been repeating, but now I see the purpose in it is for me to learn to be by myself and learn to fill my own cup, and to be able to not rely on people to just have me feel okay, just being able to feel okay within myself no matter the external.
Yeah. At the end of the night, when you go to sleep, no matter if you're laying next to somebody or not, you go into your own dreams, and you go into your own head, and you go into your own space. And so no matter what, it's about finding the temple internally. It's not about looking to be pleased by other people. It's about being able to find it within yourself, owning up to it, searching through the muck, the dirt, the difficulty, to find at the center is the beautiful lotus being born from the mud. And so that's exactly as you are. You're just continuing flowering. You've flowered so many times. You just continue flowering into new beautiful potentials. And these people, they've never gone. The people you love, the people that take a place in your heart, they're never gone. Anybody that I've ever, shared that level of intimacy and love with, they're still right here in my heart. I don't wish hate upon any of them. Even if they might have done me wrong in certain ways, I don't wish any hate. I only love them. They all are like my lovers in some degree. Everybody that you've ever loved is your lover in some degree. And of course we can cut the red cord of reality, we can be free from it, but at the end of the day we are absolutely connected to every single person. So there's no cord cutting at all. There's no separation at all. That person maybe brought the challenge into your life so that you could see how much potential you'd have to grow. The aspects of avoidability and what was the other one? And anxiety. Avoidability and anxiety. A lot of the time that's the major factors in relationships. Somebody's very anxious in the relationship, and somebody can be avoidant because they don't want to face the challenge, because it's very hard. It brings up a lot of shadows. And the person anxious just wants to solve things, wants to figure things out, and just in that grasping only pushes away more.
I know that story all too well. That's what I'm living. So yeah, working through that anxiety It is the path. And everyone, yeah, like Mona said, if you're not soul searching, what are you doing? This is the path of life. As I've been going about my like adult experience now and just realizing that during life there's just constant shit shows, we'll call them, of like, whoa, intense things just like happening before us, and like interesting scenarios we're like adventuring through in this existence. Having the mindset that like everything is just to teach us about ourselves truly is the way forward, or else you'll be like how I was for years and years, being like, why is all of this happening? Why, universe? It's like, no, there is an answer why, and it's because the universe is reflecting you to yourself and just asking you to grow. We're all just meat plants.
Omnivorous meat plants.
We're omni beings. Let's see what the mooners are talking about. Nice goggles.
This is how I use my binoculars if I really need to see. You just make a really small hole and then it can read. So, okay, let's see. Meat plants, I like it. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, good to see you're both glowing with such lovely energy. Oh, isn't that
Aw,
sweet?
So sweet.
It is so sweet.
I earlier I saw a couple of people commenting on the background. People like your decor.
Oh, my decorum. Well, thank you. I spent 4,000 hours in Animal Crossing.
That explains it. Yesterday she got the biggest elephant, a huge wooden elephant.
Oh, you guys
it's
want
like
to
this
see it.
big. Yeah, honestly, do you want to bring it?
Yeah, I'll bring it over to show everyone.
A massive wooden elephant. Oh, people want to know where you're originally from.
Oh.
New guest on the stream. The wooden elephant.
Isn't this nice?
It's so nice.
Very disturbing. What's disturbing about an elephant? This thing is epic. Look how cute it is. It's so heavy. What were you saying?
Oh, that this elephant. We were at the thrift store and I was out front on the phone, and Cully comes out and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna pull the car around to pick up the elephant," and I'm like, "The elephant!" And it's this big old thing.
Yay!
This stream looks like 2000s vintage television. Good. That's the exact vibe that we want. Yeah, I actually do really like. I'm impressed that you can carry that. This stream, I think it's because of the webcam we're using. It does have a super vintage, a vintage feel. Plus, just the aesthetics. The little choker necklaces. Cully gave this to me yesterday, so we could have matching.
Oh, and show them your cool pants.
Oh, the pants.
Give them a little.
Okay. Welcome everyone to my new favorite pair of pants.
Show them how cool you are.
These pants. Well, actually, I'll let you tell the origin of these pants. Cully gave me these yesterday. Here, I'll show you guys how the bottom looks.
Oh, stand it on my couch. Good idea.
So yeah, these pants happen to be the perfect color, texture, and fit. And how? Okay, you can tell them how you came upon these.
Another aspect to the topic today, which is, serendipity, lucky. I just go into Goodwill, right? I see these pants sitting on the edge. They're not really my style entirely. I like them, but they're not entirely my style. But I'm like, oh, these are nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'll try them on when I get home, kind of thing. I just bought them right away because I was like, dang, those are so cool.
They're too good to leave.
And so it's like I had them, you know, the night I went to the temple, which is the same night I saw her. I was going to wear those pants, but instead I wore my cute silk dress, which then turned into one of the funniest videos I've ever done. You know, like of me trying to ride on rollerblades behind Chad with a one wheel as Molly's just having a good time. And then I'm like, watch how cool this move is. And then Chad's pulling me behind the one wheel and Chad falls off the one wheel and I like, you know, he rescues me at the same time. We work in coordination into the perfect, most graceful fall. And then we spring up like Gumby and then we're totally okay. But I was wearing the most beautiful dress and I wasn't wearing these, and that, because of that, has become like a point where the video is even funnier because of it. Like somebody's like, why are you rollerblading in a dress? You know,
a tiny silk dress.
And so, you know, when I got, you know, back that next day, Molly came over, you know, to just hang out for a little bit. And yeah, just in that process of hanging out, I went into my bedroom and on my bed was sitting those pants, and she came out with this shirt just moments before. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the exact same color of those pants that I got. And they don't fit me.
It really is
and
the
so
exact
it's like the
color.
universe serendipitously brought her outfit into her sphere naturally without even thinking about it. I just said, do you like the pants? I think they're for you.
Yeah, these, like, when she showed me these, and which, yeah, I had put this shirt on. I had just taken a shower, put this on with some little denim shorts, and came out. And then she showed me this, and I was like, that's too perfect. And the little tassels and stuff. And it's super serendipitous, too, because I've actually been, like, actively looking for pants like this. Some of my other pairs of pants got holes in them, so I was like, I'm needing some new like harem pants. Everything just like clicks into place, and this is right on the end, right on the cusp of me having this huge personal growth moment. The universe like rewards us. Also, the video that Cully was talking about with the roller skates is actually getting a lot of views on her Instagram. Oh yeah, someone actually said Orion saw the short. Looks like it's gonna leave a mark. There is a mark.
Little tiny mark. I'm such a fast healer. I'm made of rubber, so. You ever seen that One Piece show? The super stretchy, flexible
the
version?
gum. You had the gum fruit. Wow. Yeah, that is flexible. Because that's not easy to do. I can do it, but it's because this is something that I just like do. This is what I was doing. This is the mudra I was in.
At the same time.
Welcome to the stream.
We're gonna pray backwards.
Art, serendipity. we actually I was telling them on the stream one time a really serendipitous story I had. I don't think I've told you this one yet. I was in that mudra, sitting, meditating on Big Island, calling in abundance. I opened my eyes and there was a myna bird with a bag of money in its beak, flying past, literally right where I opened my eyes. It went like straight to my view, and so then I started following it, and it landed in a guava tree. And I told my friend Tiger, who was up on the patio with me, I was like, that bird has money in its mouth. And she was like, no way, I don't believe you, no way. And then like we ran down there, and surely enough, the bird flew away from the guava tree, dropped the bag, and it landed, boop, and there was $40.
$40. Holy cannoli.
So yeah, this is a really powerful...
That bird just straight up stole that person's money.
I know, we don't know whose money it originally was.
The bird.
This is a powerful mudra though. That story is the proof that this pose actually does bring stuff in, because that's exactly how I was sitting.
Yeah, if you need help getting to that posture, you can start with a t-shirt, you know. Can I see your scarf for a second?
Oh yeah, of course.
This one right here. You can start with the string if you ever want to learn. You bring one hand back, you throw the other hand with this rope thing, and slowly you pull your hands together closer by that rope until you get all the way there. And then you just do some backs and forwards.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Loosen it up.
On both sides. Make sure you always do both sides.
Someone sent 40 yen, question mark.
Yen?
They want us to show off our bicep.
40 yen, isn't that like,
I'm actually not certain. That's what it looks like to me.
I don't know.
But I'm not super well versed in my global currencies. I'm not as well traveled as I would like to be.
Well, let's see.
My sister was like, not me, also checking to see if I could do it.
Look, everybody,
were
this
you
is the
able
kind
to?
of money we want, okay? 10,000s of these. Right here, okay? Send them freely.
I'm making. My mom also tried to get into that mudra. Okay, let us know if you guys can put your arms like that. I would like everyone to try this. Joseph said, I think everybody in the room was giving it a shot. Good. We're all healing here. The moderator can't do it. Purple is the color of royalty. You look totally royal in that outfit. Thank you. I feel royal, especially with like how the shape of the pants
I
are.
consider that more like a burgundy plum purple, like, you know,
Yeah.
mixture. You know, it's on the edge. And I would know that because I have hydrochromia.
Yeah.
Which means I can see more colors than everyone else. No, just kidding.
Yeah, actually though, we were looking at these like cool 3D videos to test
You have
and
to cross your eyes to see it.
oh yeah, who else remembers? I had forgotten about this for years and years until Cully brought it up yesterday. The floating sausage finger thing.
Here, you
Yeah.
guys can see.
If you guys remember when you were younger, then you put your fingers like this in front of your eyes and then let your eyes go out of focus and then there'll be a floating sausage between your fingers. Oh, that was that currency was rupees. I keep forgetting what rupees look like, but yes, people have said that a
Rupees.
couple times. So that was less than 50 US cents. That's
But-
okay.
We need to receive rubies, not rupees, okay? We want rubies.
Rubies.
Ruby. It's July, and I'm a July baby, so rubies only from now on, which is corundum, right? Which is in the same family as sapphires. So we do accept pink sapphires as well.
We'll accept most colored stones.
Yeah. You know.
Also, gold works. Precious metals and colorful stones. I'll open a P.O. box to start collecting all of your booty.
Yes, and I am also a lapidarist, so if you send it to me, or to her, I can cut it.
Oh, you can cut stone?
I'm a lapidarist, yeah.
Really? Do you
I
have
don't-
any of your work?
I don't know if I have. I just have a piece that would look like what I want. See? This is a piece of hemamorphite. And I'm gonna cut it into a bunch of cabochon. So this is what we like right here. Okay, I'm gonna do one like that, one like that, one like that, and one right there.
Wow. Wait, so you are going
This
to
is the
physically
stone of
cut
balanced sexual energy too. It's called hemamorphite.
this? It totally fits your vibe. Like, even the way that it has, like, the light blue and then, like, the orangish. This is exactly you.
It's so beautiful. My eyes colored.
Earlier, someone had asked how we met. I actually remember meeting you. Like, I feel like I remember being at... It was like when I first came to Ireland.
Well, first of all, Maui only has about 160,000 people living here. So when you live here, it's small time vibes, you know, like, yeah, there's 3 million people coming through. But faces like that become like as, you know, natural as the wind. It just comes and goes. But people like trees. You know, there's only 160,000 people. Now, an important fact before we continue, you know, because I want you to know I am educated, is that there was 150,000 Hawaiians living on Maui specifically in 1850. But because of leprosy, diseases, Ebola, and all the abuse that the sugarcane industry and cancers the sugarcane industry caused to the Hawaiians, by 1920, it was so low that basically now today, only less than 10% of the people living on Maui are Hawaiian blooded. But that doesn't even mean that full percentage, you know, a lot of it got, because across Hawaii, 1850, 800,000 Hawaiians, you know, this is when Hawaii became its nation. By 1920, only 24,000 Hawaiians remaining. And that means less than 1 in 30 Hawaiians survived westernization process.
1 in
It says
30.
less than 1 in 30 survived westernization. As the Westerners came to Hawaii, we caused the entire, basically, loss of the entire culture, for the most part. Not the entire. But we've been doing that, like the people in the comments were saying earlier, all across the world. And we've done it in America. Today we are celebrating 250 years of lies. Okay?
Lies!
Lies and sand. Because guess what? Well, you know, they arrived in Jamestown 400 years ago, right? You know, this was native land. You know, the Cherokee tribe, like the shirt she was wearing. I, you know, have part, you know, like the history of Cherokee. Grew up in Virginia. You know, like, so I'm from Virginia Beach, you know, right there where the Rappahannock, the Potomac, where Pocahontas was born. You know, all the Native Americans that have been wiped out over 400 years comparatively, not only by Americans, or Westerners, or Easterners, like Europeans, but like by, you know, the Spanish as well, you know, like conquistadors coming in. So it's been happening for all over the world, you know, down in Mexico, you know, where they were taking out people. It's been happening all over the world, and today we have more opportunity to see clearly history than ever before. Out here in Hawaii, we call it malama mana'o, which means malama, take care, mana'o, to be informed. That way history won't repeat itself. The more we sit in ignorance is bliss state, the more other people are suffering at our bliss, you know.
Yeah, the cycles will keep continuing until they're brought out to the light. So thank you for sharing.
What's that say? I don't have my
Do
glasses
you
on.
need the binoculars?
I need the binoculars.
Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Oh, lapidary knowledge on point from a bench jeweler. So.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorite stones of all is called danbarite. Okay, I'm not trying to give you all a little secret, but danbarite is so beautiful. Oh my God. Not only that, my second favorite is called angel hair rutilated quartz, or titanium dioxide and silicon dioxide. Titanium being one of the hardest metals in the world. You actually have titanium inside of you along with copper, which, you know, yesterday was Freya Day or Friday, so me and Molly, we were at the drum circle dancing our hearts out, and Venus and all her beautiful magnificence was glowing and shining on our Aphroditic souls. Look at us, we're so full of Aphrodite's energy.
The dancing last night felt so good. I needed to move my body and really just like ground it, and kirtan on Wednesday too. Like this week I've been getting in deep with my soul and just like shaking a lot of stuff out. You guys know I'm going through so many big releases and life changes, and dancing has been helping greatly. So yeah, I got to play with my dragon staff a lot and get really just like everything's feeling a lot more fluid. And I see the purpose of the things happening in my life right now. I had a couple of moments yesterday where I really felt like things are starting to move forward again.
It keeps getting blurry, it's hard to...
I know, I don't know why it keeps doing that. We also, looking on the phone
Maybe
is
it's
good
my
too.
HDMI cable, and we kind of just wiggle it to slide it.
It could be that,
That looks like
it's like, maybe when it's like refreshing, it's just blurry for a sec. Because it's loading again.
Yeah, because there's a lot of beautiful comments I wanted to see, saying, you know, also reflecting on the fact of, you know, that. So how do I go to see all this chat here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Inner Light said, mahalo you two for your presence. I'm also Alaskan Native Pacific Islander. Stay blessed, you know. I appreciate you guys. Queen Kahumanu let the Mormons shore because they had the printing press. That's very good information. I love to hear your, you know, insight, your mana'o. You know, Queen Kahumanu, of course, was the first queen of all of Hawaii. She got the regency after King Kamehameha passed away. She was born in Maui. She is from Maui. She is Maui no Ko'oi. She lives in Hana. You know, she has a statue in Hana where she was born, you know, and there's the, you know, all the most beautiful cultural places in Hana. One of the biggest heiaus, or, you know, basically it's a temple built by the Hawaiians, you know, over hundreds and hundreds of years. You know, the Hawaiians came out here 2,000 years ago on canoes. They were the original astronomers, the original astronauts. They were the explorers of the vastness of the unimaginable oceans that visited not only, you know, from, you know, the Micronesia, Polynesia, Guam, Saipan, Tahiti, Samoa, all Cook's Islands, you know, Easter Islands, even down to South America where they got their gourds for the drums, you know. So these are some of the most advanced people in the entire sailing universe. You know, they're amazing.
Yeah, their navigation abilities and voyaging abilities, so, like, we're very before their time when you think about it. Like, being able to sail all the way to the Hawaiian Islands, like, without a map even, that's pretty ballsy and pretty impressive.
Somebody has a titanium skull. That's epic, you know.
Someone said, wish I had friends like you two.
You are
well,
my friend.
You do have friends like us too. We're
if you
here
were
right
here
now.
on Maui, we would be hanging out. It's just that was what people who do on Maui, because people on Maui, you will have everybody from the poorest of the poor to the richest of the rich all hanging out at the same parties, and they all are hanging out having a blast, like yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally the poorest of people and the richest of people just dancing their hearts out,
Just
and
shaking on a beach.
nobody gives, you know, like, I mean, it's all about your energy out here. It's not about your wealth. It's about how you share your spirit and your life with the world, and that's what keeps you consistent, you know, and like finding a place in this world that, you know, feels so beautiful and magical. It's because you create the magic. You know, the grass is not going to be greener on the other side if you come over here. It's only going to be greener if you see the beauty in your own backyard, and then you realize, oh my goodness, the whole universe is my backyard and everyone's my neighbor, and I need to love everyone, and I need to respect everyone, and I need to learn all these, you know, the suffering of humanity so I can become a better person, you know. I can't be ignorant to other people's suffering and the atrocities of the world, and, you know, but I can sure love my temple in the process.
Yes. Water your own grass before you think the grass is greener. Grow a clover field if you want. This coming together and talking about positivity and just like mindsets is so healing, and doing it repetitively really is how we get it programmed into us. I'm really happy to have come out to so many fun gatherings this week. It's getting me, like, I can already feel my energy feeling way more open and bright again just from going to like three things, two drum circles and a kirtan, and I'm just like, I'm back alive. After Kirtan Wednesday, when we were just skating around in front of the temple, we were having such a fun time. There was Cully, me, a couple of other friends, just like, Kirtan had ended, the temple closed, but the street was like empty. So the guys were playing on their one wheels, and me and Cully were playing on our roller skates. We got that funny video of Cully and Chad wiping out, which I'm going to also post because our friend Shirtless Dave has a hot sauce that he makes called Maui Fusion, and it's like, has noni in it, all local Hawaiian grown ingredients, and it's probiotic, it's super healthy for you. So we made like an advertisement video for it real fast, but it's actually pretty comedic. You guys will get to see that probably tomorrow morning or Monday morning.
I saw that Rhyolite comment. I love Rhyolite Forest Jasper, by the way. And to, just to reflect onto the people who are trying to, assume that they can gender me inappropriately. I just want you to know I still love you, and you don't have to, waste your breath. It doesn't bother me.
We know that the trolls only troll because they're hurting and deeply in self-hatred. So we have compassion for you and hope that you find some more self-love and, get past that urge to just spread nasty stuff on the internet. We know that's you just like trying to get your ick out. So, maybe take that ick and hold it for a second and really look at it and try to figure out like what's making you feel that bad. We're here for you. Feel free to share if you find some darkness inside yourself.
Yeah, because I accept myself completely. I love myself completely. I don't, need specifically, I don't need the judgment specifically. But if you judge me, it does not affect me. Because at the end of the day, it's about me. It's about how I see myself, not about how anyone else sees me. And I see myself as the most beautiful, lovely goddess, embodying all the most beautiful rays of consciousness that I can, being presented as I am, being authentic as I am, being who I've always been, only choosing to see myself more radiantly and more optimistically. And in the same way Molly sees me, Molly is a wonderful, amazing person. She sees me authentically. She doesn't judge me, but this gentleman here decides to judge me. So, sir, I pray you have a beautiful day. Jesus Christ is, King as well. I love Jesus. Jesus is right in my heart, So is Mother Mary. She holds just as much space in my heart as Jesus. So does Krishna. So does Ganesha. So does Lakshmi. So does, all of the aspects of the beautiful rays of consciousness that have spread across the world to be able to depict our understanding of the metaphor of a reality of an expanded universe to an ineffable being. An ineffable being, that means there's no words that could fully sum up the full immaculate conceptualization of Creator. So I am personally free, not because I live in America, but because I am a free sovereign being. I live in a free consciousness, and I can say it freely, and I would say it freely regardless. If I was in a third world country, I would, pass away from my belief, and that's just the way my soul would have been. But I'm choosing to live, even with all the judgment and fear, my most authentic, loving self. And I still love to love you. So, fooey on you.
Yeah, and what was the premise of what they were saying? Like, oh, you should be happy about the U.S.?
Well, they use the colloquial term dude, which is relative to all people, to say that I'm wearing a dress. Which, dude, I'm wearing the most beautiful dress that you probably...
It's a fantastic dress.
You love it. You love this dress. You're just jealous that you're not sitting next to me in this dress right now.
He's jealous because he couldn't rock it. He couldn't pull it off.
Couldn't rock it, but he sure likes to talk it behind a black screen of incognito-ness.
Yeah. Sorry that you wouldn't look as good in a sundress. Not everyone can do that.
And just so you guys know, I do have the freedom to talk about this history. And I do have the freedom to express America's shortcomings, Because if we can't check ourselves, then who's going to check us? Right now, the government is not being checked. It's running freely as much as it likes to. So why can't I also run my mouth the way I want to in Babylon? I'm Babylon in Babylon just the same as you.
I notice an argument that people use a lot of the time towards people who do say, like, that we're not, we don't really claim the U.S. like that. Like, we're Earth beings. People will be like, oh, well, the U.S. is why you can do this. The U.S. is why you're free to do that. But it's like, okay, relative to, like, certain countries, but you can look at a lot of indigenous cultures that are very free.
And also, the Kingdom of Hawaii exists. There are people here in Hawaii who do not need any of the licensing things you need to live in America. This is still a sovereign nation as far as the government is concerned. And if you associate, you can actually connect with these people. I personally have not joined them because, I'm just trying to live my most authentic. Like, I'm not trying to become a, what is it called? A person that changes other people's cultures or anything. I just want to learn from their cultures. I want to be able to hear and understand and love everyone's cultures, you know, like, so that I can better understand myself, you know. And in the Hawaiian culture, one of my favorite things about the Hawaiian culture, before the Catholics came and killed off a lot of the, you know, belief systems and things, was the Mahu, which was the third gender, which were actually in Native American history, you know, the two spirits, or the people who had both male and female embodiments and were the medians between the spirit and the earth, and were the teachers for the Hawaiian people in their hula and their language, olelo, and many other concepts of their, you know, healings like medicines and things like that. The Mahu are very special beings and have always existed, and the only one trying to stamp it out is people after World War II who decided to burn all the history. So those same people are still trying to burn history. They just are in a different place of the world now, okay? So we got to stop all that. We got to stop that hate. We got to stop that negativity, and we got to start loving and accepting our neighbors, you know. America is not all that. We might be the youngest, most, you know, egoic country in the world, yes, but we are not all that. Everyone else is important too. You know, it doesn't matter if our conceptualization of third world even exists. You know, they speak an entirely different language. They don't really care what you think, you know?
Yeah, and we see like examples
We think
of
in English, right?
yeah, that's just like what words we were programmed with as we perceive our reality, which is a trip in itself. And having terms like knowing that transgender people are like timeless, like right now that's the word we have for it, but there's so many words like Mahu. I've met a couple of Mahu people, and it's like so rooted and grounded here, I think, because it has been accepted on this land for so long.
And I just want to preface, I don't call myself Mahu because I don't want to, you know, take something culturally inappropriately. But I do see myself as a two-spirit because, you know, like I have the history of Cherokee and my people, you know, so it's like, you know, honestly, it's just part of my embodiment, you know, and being able to accept myself and love myself has one of the greatest gifts I could have ever asked for. And to be able to be myself without judgment or worry that, you know, like I have to present myself. I just be in myself. That's all I am.
Just existing as what our soul essence decided to show up as in this infinite universe. Everything happens exactly as it should, so allowing our soul expression to just shine how it wants to is the best way we can live.
Two spirits and Mahu guarded as high priestess and Ali'i. What did you major in college? Oh, I majored in university in theater, and I minored in religious studies. I'm a performance theater major, so I'm an actress.
That's how I knew that you would do great on the stream.
And my specialty is improv, and I've got not a silver tongue, I've got a flippin' platinum tongue, okay? I'm the top tier talker right here.
Top tier yapper.
Yeah, yapping along in Babylon. That's all I do.
Cully's actually really good at freestyling. Going that she spits bars.
Yeah, freestyling, put down the tiling in the mosaic. I'm free. I don't know.
All you guys' lines are archaic.
Archaic, I love it.
Backcountry said, people use dude for everyone. That's
what I said. I said it's a
yeah.
colloquial term. I understand. Dude is colloquial.
I say dude all the time. Yeah, like if I ever say dude to you, just know that I say it to legit. I say it even like to my mom.
It's cool when a girl says it to me, like, you know, dude, like to a girl.
Yeah.
When a dude knows you're a girl and they call you dude because they're being fun, that's different. But when you do it out of, you know, like out of just trying to call something somebody doesn't want just to be rude, that's a different intention, and I can read your intentions like a flippin' paper bag's label on it. You know, it's as visible as possible. Okay, you're not pulling a fast one over on me with your.
Yeah, when people are saying it purposely rude, I feel like you can tell because there's like an energetic like jab, like dude. Dude, where's my car? Dude,
I-
where's my car? It's parked on a random street.
I'm into myself, okay?
Yeah.
They said, what am I into? I'm into myself. I love myself, okay? I come first.
We're filling our own cups. Filling our own cups, watering our own grass, filling ourselves with self-love so we can then share it with other people.
It says, it's man. But you don't even call me a human. You don't even give me decency
no,
to
no.
give me. It's man.
It says
What?
it's ma'am.
Oh yeah.
I'm-
I got my glasses on.
If it said it's man, then it's like such a caveman. like,
men.
it's man. Ha ha ha. I got him.
I'm a Homo sapien. What can I say?
You had me at homo.
Yeah.
These people, I think it's ma'am. Maybe someone said, maybe they were correcting someone else.
Your cup runneth over. Absolutely.
Oh, Kevin Max said, a sidebar of interest. The trolls have become subscribers to the channel. They find themselves drawn in with bad intentions, however getting exposed to good vibes and positive energies. Yes. See, this is why I do vertical live streams on YouTube. So, there's the horizontal live streams, which you can do on YouTube, that are like the Twitch style and stuff. Or these vertical ones that get pushed out to way more people. So this one is getting shown to all of the dark corners of the internet pretty much. I found that doing the vertical stream takes us through dark areas, like these patches of trolls. But I've kind of taken it on as part of my purpose on the internet is to go spread smiles there. Because YouTube Shorts is a weird pocket of the...
Don't you worry. I can, like I said, I can, if you dish it out, I can take it, okay? I could take it. You know, like, I had two brothers, you know, one older, one younger. If you ain't tough against that, you know, I chose to be who I am authentically, even through all that, you know? You gotta be tough to be able to be somebody like me, okay?
Yeah.
Who doesn't, you know,
And-
doesn't really care what other people think, you know, at all. I love you guys, but I don't care what you think.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, people can say whatever they want about me, and it doesn't particularly matter because it's not going to change who I am or how I perceive myself. So, I think that we traverse these dark areas of the internet. We were sent here to spread good vibes and positive energies. So, thank you everybody who's in the Mooner bus with us, traversing the dark corners of the algorithms.
Oh, somebody's doing tea leaf lays. I love tea leaf lays.
Aw, me too. I actually would love to do some more. I had made one for the Volkswagen to like bless it and protect it.
And then grab my tea leaf lays so we can have
Oh,
tea
yeah.
leaf lay.
Perfect. Yeah, I need to make one for the Mooner Mobile, which I'll probably be reunited with soon. Laid. Oh, perfect, and the hook. I'll get my sword. Oh, actually, I'll hold this one right now.
Ooh, the staff. They were asking if I make art earlier. Well, this is something I made. If you want to show chat, this staff I made.
Beautiful staff. You can see there's like a big, an amethyst?
Yeah. And
Some
I infused it with copper and juzu beads. Juzu beads.
beautiful work of art. The handle feels really good. And
That's
it's
it.
your same signature blue.
Ah, let me go open up their third eyes, okay?
Guys, you're about to get... Open up your third eye. Give us your forehead.
Bring open that forehead. Put it on your screen. We're gonna open it up. Boom!
How do you guys feel? Are you having visions yet? Are you having visions yet?
Oh, I'm seeing colors. For sure.
Okay, so someone wants to know if they're wanting to know about how gender and relationship works. If you two hooked up, would it be a lesbian relationship? Yes. If we're both girls, then two girls get together. That is the definition of lesbian.
Exactly.
But we are wholesome friends.
Exactly. And also, I'm bisexual, yes, but like the thing about transitioning, especially if you're working with hormones, is that, because I'm on HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, that is the chance to be able to change out your hormones with, that which, has always been your inner framework, what you've always seen yourself as. And so when you go through that process, it begins changing your hormonal magnetism. So because I run off of estrogen now, and I don't have hardly any testosterone in my body, I am more attracted to the testosterone energy, But some women actually produce more testosterone than they do estrogen. And some men produce more estrogen than they do testosterone. That's why there's these hormone replacement therapies to help the people who need to get to the place where they feel most comfortable and aligned in their body suits, in their meat suits, And so part of that is just being able to check on your hormones. And the most important thing is that in America, we are pumped with so many hormones and stress hormones from the very beginning that we have a lot of hormonal abuse on us and on our cellular body. And so doing the research into your own hormonal levels and getting checked up to, make sure you're at a level that feels right for you might be one of the game changers you've been waiting on. I can't say for sure. It doesn't mean you have to transition. It just means you check on your health, and that's all,
Yeah, gender's a whole spectrum. People fall all along that spectrum, no matter what actual, mechanical parts they have. Because there's plenty of male-born people who end up with, super high estrogen, and they're not even trying to, but that's just how they're manifesting. And similarly to how there could be someone who has a lot of testosterone in their body, physical body, but mentally just feel super feminine. So I love that people can just embrace every different combination there is for souls and bodies.
Well, somebody said, I really should get glasses on if I'm trying to read it, but I got Molly's phone now, so which is
Yeah,
a super
feel
cool
free.
magical wand of a phone in the first place. This is her magic wand. And yes, so I saw that your sister said that about your glasses, but Kevin Mack said, religious studies is very cool. I found Shinto religion to be my favorite. I also love Shintoism, animism, the aspect of Shin, fire, Taoism, nature in kanji. That's the spirit of nature, the embodiment. When you go into your dreams and you see entities in your dreams, those are in the same way as a Shinto spirit would be. Those are living consciousnesses, but maybe not on a dimension that you're used to. And so they can live in the sides of trees, like if you watch Studio Ghibli, things like that, you'll see the yokai and things like that. But I actually went to Japan, to Shikoku, to do part of the 88 temple pilgrimage to Kobodashi, which, Kobodashi is a 1200 AD Buddhist monk who traveled to China to bring back a lot of the Blue Lotus Dragon's Den wisdom and brought with it public school systems and all of these other great architectural works. But he lived on the island of Shikoku, the fourth island of Japan. The four main islands is the smallest, and that is steeped in the most Shintoism, So I actually went to many of the temples where you'll see all the Shinto gods and the Buddhist gods sitting next in harmony, because Japan is still a Shinto country,
Wow.
But they live in union. They unify the religions. You'll see Christian deities, you'll see Japanese deities, you'll see, because the animism, the metaphor of all of them, it can exist and harmonious. See, personally, I am a Taoist, I believe in Taoism. I believe that nature is the true course of, consciousness, and so. Babylon on.
Yeah, nature is the religion. Nature, I think that most religions, especially ones, pretty all religions are written down. That means it's now captured through the lens of language, which inherently is divisive because we're all speaking different languages and interpreting everything in our own infinitely unique way. So to me, when people ask my religion, I'm not even sure what to say because I think there's truth in all of them. But that the basis of my religion is just seeing that, like, okay, we are existing. Baseline, we are all just having this experience. We have this consciousness to be able to witness it. And that itself is the religion. We're just alive, guys. We're alive. And I'm stoked that you are all tuned in on this wavelength with us.
Somebody says I'm smoking DMT.
Enjoy. Have a good trip.
No. You don't need it. You can produce it naturally in your pineal gland every single day. You don't need to inhale it to get there.
Earlier, Marcelo Coman had said that they're very similar to you, and they just found my channel recently. So, for whatever reason, maybe you were meant to be here. Well, everyone who was here was meant to be here for some reason or another, or else you wouldn't be here. So, hello everyone. Oh, has Cully ever done an ancestry test? What were the primary areas?
I am 30% Irish and 50% German, and the rest is the mix between the European and the Cherokee. So.
Excuse me for my ignorance, but Molly, what are you holding?
Some sort of Fred Flintstone movie. Yeah.
Don't you know, this is what Cully uses to break your third eye open.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Here, I'll give you guys another whack.
rendition.
Alright. It's kind
Aw,
of
somebody said you have the reflection of Hina creating the Molly, which is, because Hina is the goddess of the moon. Chandra would be the god of the moon in Hinduism, no.
2.
But the goddess of the moon in Japanese Shintoism, I'm trying to remember the name. Amoritsu is the goddess of the sun, so Suno is the god of storm.
The way that you have the hook on your head is so...
I'm thinking. This is my thinking hat.
The thinking caps. Yeah, to answer your question, Mars, this is my thinking cap currently. This is what I had. I slept on this couch last night. Okay, so my van is still parked in the same place where it broke down. It's hopefully getting towed to George's today. I'll be calling him after the stream to see what the sitch is. But at the first night it was broken down, I slept in the van where it's at. The next morning, I talked to the people whose house it's in front of, and they were super sweet, friendly people. I was just like, hey, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to, show face because my van is parked right here, and I know it looks, mysterious and sus. Just, it's broken. I'll get it towed ASAP. And they were super understanding and nice. But last night, I ended up staying here on this exact couch. My head was right here while I was sleeping. Entering the dream world. Oh yeah, a little tour of the space. Welcome to Casa de la Cully Cat.
Now that it's messed up with the camera angle, try to fix it.
Get the framing back.
Wrong way.
I'll read the chat while we're... And yeah, going into subscribers only chat helped a lot. There's less people, there's less viewers, but that's okay because if it's gonna be a bunch of trolls, then we don't need more viewers. Quality over quantity. It's just us mooners here.
Just want friends, that's all.
How does my energetic state act as a magnet for unexpected opportunities, serendipity, and am I projecting the positivity I hope to attract? That's a really good point, because our reality is mirroring us at all times, and it does reflect. I see it too on both sides of the spectrum. When my energy is feeling really good and I'm putting out a really positive vibe, good stuff does happen, wonderful things. Like, I've actually had quite a few wonderful things this week as I'm just exploring Maui and flying solo and seeing, like, okay, universe, like, I'm meant to be here and just, having experiences. So what's here for me? And it's been really magical and transformative. And on the flip side of that, there are time periods where I'm really just like in my darkness, and the universe is reflecting that. Like, stuff is, Exhibit Z, the Volkswagen braking. I like that lights up.
It's funny enough. This is the a hook of transformation.
Is it helping you manifest?
Transforming.
Transforming.
I'm a transformer. What can I say? Optimus Prime.
A shapeshifter.
Yeah. What can I say?
Fixed your tripod? No, I just have to get a new phone attachment for my tripod. It's still broken, but thankfully we have Cully's whole streaming setup. Cause Cully also has a channel and also has done Twitch streaming.
Yeah, I love video games. But not only that, I love getting to share, on my channel what I share about recently has been more so my transition, that I'm being very open and, vulnerable about how I've been experiencing this, over the last 9 months. And so, but before that I was socially transitioning, and I was, embodying a different aspect of my transitionary state. But, recently I had, in the last year, fully actually took the help from, like I had talked about, the HRT aspects, which has been the best choice I have done yet in my transition. So, beyond that, what were we talking about?
The stream goes in all different directions at all times. Whenever I have like a topic, we don't even say it. The mind space, the collective consciousness of this chat group just like zooms around. So Chloe asked, did I tell you the result of my ancestor test? I haven't showed Chloe the exact percentages, but I did already tell her, like, European mix and Filipino. Those are the main constituents.
Yeah, it was so, so unique, especially because there's so much Filipino history out here in Hawaii, because the Filipinos were also brought in immense, amounts in the 1900s, by Stanford B. Dole and the Baldwins and all the sugarcane industry to work in the sugarcane industry, which was the biggest sugarcane industry in the entire Pacific. And these were, a lot of them, indentured servants from Japan, China, and the Philippines, so there's actually a lot of, I'm not surprised, there's a lot of Filipino history and culture out here too, and so there's 4th generation, 5th generation Filipinos out here in Hawaii. So it's, it really is a melting pot, and just like us, we're melting pots. And just like the Hawaiians, a lot of their their bloodline is a melting pot too, because of the loss of their culture from 1896 to 1968, where it was illegal to speak the Hawaiian language for almost 70 years because of Western American perspective that abused the Hawaiian people if they were to speak or talk their language. We're celebrating, yes, the 4th of July, USA, but I want you to know, me and Molly are in Hawaii, and we want to respect where we are. And as much as America has been a blessing for us, we're not here to try to just, American take over its own. Who needs the help is the smaller people, the people that are being pushed to the edges, the people that, the government just doesn't care for anymore. We're here to, meet you at we're at, we're just normal people trying to be creative, loving, unique individuals, free from the judgment of fear and the stress. Stress does breed that negativity you're talking about, but the thing is, negativity is not a good or bad thing. Negativity can remove evil. Negativity can remove hardship. Negativity can remove old habits, and positivity can add more difficulty. Positivity can add more hate. Positivity can add more frustration. Positively, if you add more to a situation, you might ruin the situation, with a lover or something, because you just know how to hold back. So I don't see life as a good or bad, or a positive or negative. I see it as a finding the harmony in chaos, and finding the balance in it all.
Yeah, finding that balance, striking the balance of knowing and accepting there is positive, negative, light and dark, because there is such thing as toxic positivity. Like, going too far in either direction doesn't serve us. We just need to be well-rounded, full humans in full acceptance. Self-love. That's what we're preaching. Self-love. Oh, they want to know what games you play.
Well, like I said, I play Animal Crossing, but I also play Stardew Valley. I used to play a lot of Stardew Valley. I like the softer, more gentle games. Not huge on fighting games, but the game that me and Molly have been playing recently, and she was getting addicted to, is Everything is Crabs. So
Yeah.
basically, you're like a little like a blob, and your goal is to become the most advanced, creature on the planet, to be able to take over everything. You can do it as a pacifist or as a carnivore, doesn't matter. But ultimately, the ultimate goal is to become a crab, which is the greatest creature of all.
The closest I got to a crab in the game was like some antlered snail creature. So yeah, I'm still working on my Everything's Crabs, but I also haven't really played video games in like years and years. I used to when I was younger on like Game Boy, DS, Wii, everything. But yeah, lately I feel like all of my free time I'm either making videos or chilling at the beach or playing with flow toys. Playing with my ukulele a lot. Oh yeah, okay guys, I was going to post a Warm Pistachio cover. I filmed the Warm Pistachio cover. It was gonna be this morning's like video premiere, but with the van breaking down and just everything that has spun out, I was like, okay, it'd be better to do the Warm Pistachio video next week when it's not just getting flooded by van videos in the short section. Like my Instagram, yesterday I posted a van video that's get like 200 something thousand views already in one day. So I was like, okay, now's not the time to post the ukulele video, especially since I hadn't even announced that the van was broken again. I was like, okay, the urgent things need to come out first. But just so you guys know, I recorded the Warm Pistachio cover of Sparks by Coldplay, so that is set in stone as next Saturday's video. I recorded it at the park during golden hour in a
That's
big
so
green
beautiful.
field. It actually turned out really pretty.
You sound so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure, it's gonna be one of your best videos yet. Except for this hot sauce video, which is gonna be your best video yet. And this thing is so funny.
The hot sauce video is hilarious. I honestly could show it on here. I could just hold my phone up over there. Do you guys want to see a sneak peek before it's released? Before it's even released,
I don't know if they're gonna hear it properly though.
I'll bring the mic closer and play it. This is a masterpiece that we made at the temple on Wednesday. We'll see how good it can look. Which, this is the first time experimenting with OBS, the streaming software. I had never gotten to use it, but now that Cully's showed me how, this is one step closer to me having a more official streaming setup and being able to actually show videos while we're on here. But yeah, this is the hot sauce ad. The music is by our friend. He was playing the keyboard and I recorded the audio. That looks actually pretty bad. You guys will get the gist.
We're trying out the
Maui Fusion Noni Dragon Fruit Hot Sauce.
The hot
Cully Cat's giving you a try.
sauce. Dragon fruit. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sauce, yeah.
I'm okay. That's our new Maui Fusion hot sauce ad featuring Cully's viral video skate and one wheel fail compilation.
Yeah, that thing is so funny. If you haven't seen the video, you gotta see it. It's so funny. I mean, you just did see it.
Oh, people want to know what's your favorite music to listen to?
Well, I like a little bit of everything. You know, I'm as eclectic as it gets. You know, I've been listening to a lot of 100 Gex recently, System of a Down recently, Natasha Bedingfield recently, some, you know, a little bit of, what's it called? Yeah. Israel, you know, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I am all over the place, you know, like I like Acoustic Alchemy. I like what is the other ones? Carolina Polchik. I like Midnight's Rasta, if you like Rasta. You know, I like Dave Matthews Band. I like to listen to the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack, you know. I don't know. I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way. And who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down. Come on down, let's go down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray.
Yeah, I do remember you playing that yesterday.
We were playing it yesterday because it's such a good, it's a banger. It's a banger.
That was a beautiful song.
And from that into 100 Gex, you know?
The full spectrum. Yeah, Joseph said, I like a little System of Natasha.
Yeah, System of Natasha Bedingfield. I got a pocket, war! I got a pocket, war! Or wait, Natasha Bedingfield is not that one. Is she? No, that is the pocket full.
Oh yeah, I think that is her. The moderator. So the moderator is my mom, actually, like IRL. She said, "Biatch will never play country." Yeah, that's for me. Music taste wise, I like pretty much all genres. The only one that I'm not into really is country music.
Oh my god, that's the same for me.
Really?
It just doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
It's like, this is the slowest. Gonna take a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow, but baby go.
It's all about drinking beer, your dog dying, and your wife leaving you. And none of that resonates for me.
She said, "Oh Molly, that hurts," or he said, "Oh Molly, that hurts," but I still love you.
It's okay, backcountry. We still have some overlap in music taste. I loved the Doors. You choosing the Doors as your Band on the Moon tribute.
And just so
really
you know,
got
we're
me.
talking about a different type of country, not the ye old opera country, okay? That kind of country hits. It's the new kind of country that doesn't hit for me, like the radio country.
Okay, but the old
Like, you know, yeah, it's good stuff. Johnny Cash, exactly. Johnny Cash is a legend, of course. We consider that more than country. We consider that legendary. That's on a different status.
Yeah, that I feel like I could get down. Like, if people put it on, I'm not just like having an internal blah. I'm like, whatever. If people can play whatever music they want, and I'll just like be in it. Sometimes I will be having like, if something has a certain sound, like some music just feels really sticky to me, and there's other music that feels just like really like sharp, and basically I pay more attention to like the texture of the sound vibes and if they're resonating with me or not. So certain stuff resonates, certain stuff doesn't. It's hard to put it into boxes.
Willie lives here on island, so I'm sure he would burn with us if he was here.
Oh, Willie Nelson?
Yeah. Oh, I'm growing on backcountry basis. I won the live stream with the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" reference.
Oh, yay! I'm glad that there's some connection over that. That when you played it for me, that was my first time ever hearing that. I really loved it though.
Yeah, the whole soundtrack is amazing, really.
So that's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie, but you know, like my favorite one is the Big Rock Candy Mountain song. You know the Big Rock Candy Mountain song, backcountry? Big Rock Candy Mountain with a land of I don't know, I can sing it. I'm gonna take a little pink pool, okay?
Yes, it's about the vibe that's around the music. Yeah, 'cause oh yeah, we'll always have that 90s overlap. That's a lot of people's overlap, and I'm happy about that, that in this time period of being on Earth, that's such a good style of music that people have just agreed upon. Like, if you play some, like, 90s gold vibes, like, no one's gonna ask you to turn it off. Everyone can groove to that. A universal music taste. Molly, your week-to-week life experience would be perfect for a country lyrics. Yeah, my van broke down. My cats left me. I'm alone. That's my country song, guys. Hope you enjoy. My van is broke down. Fuck my Volkswagen. Almost went into the Puff the Magic Dragon tune with that one. Yeah, turns out I don't know how to make country music. Especially, a cappella. Oh, my Mazzy Star cover was your introduction to me, backcountry. Yeah, that was I feel like that encompasses my vibe quite a bit. I'm really excited to show you guys the Sparks cover. That one's like it's just nice and chill. Similar to the Mazzy Star cover. When I've recorded the Mazzy Star cover, I let myself enter that trance state and just be like in the music vibe, letting it flow. And that cover is a lot of people's favorite Warm Piss video. So I was gonna record Smells Like Teen Spirit this week, but my energy has not felt like last week. That's what I was feeling. It was Taylor mode. I was in Taylor mode, so of course I was just like raging out. But this week I'm more in like a zen, flowy state. So yeah, I just like sat under a tree, let myself enter a trance, let it flow out, and then I'll present it to you all next Saturday. That also gives me a little bit of time to like get back on my feet again. Like that basically buys me a week of not making a video so that this week I can just like try to get the van fixed, and I'll be doing those all in shorts so that there's not some like big hefty episode about it.
Oh, and we were talking about it. Maybe me and Molly will fix the car ourselves, okay?
Yeah, Cully knows how to fix cars.
Yeah, I got my own 3.5 ton jack, so in case anybody wants to see it, I can carry it over here, but it's heavy as hell.
Yeah, I bet if it can hold 3,000 pounds, it's probably huge.
Yeah, 3.5 tons.
Is it bigger or smaller than the elephant?
It's heavier than the elephant. So,
So yeah, pretty huge then. Can you do some Taylor so we can experience it? Guys, you guys aren't ready for Taylor. Well, you guys already saw Taylor, the sad aspect of Taylor on Saturday. But yeah, the rage Taylor does not get filmed. She's like a vampire. She doesn't show up on camera. My tractor cheated on me with my horse. Yeah, that is a good country song premise. I'm sure there's already like 20 country songs about that.
Molly with the cats. It's Molly with the cats. You're with a cat right now.
I am with a cat right now. I'm with two, Cully and Kinky.
Cully Cat and Kinky Cat.
I also view myself as a cat, honestly. In one of my type of zodiacs, there's so many different types of zodiac. You know, there's like the Chinese zodiac, Western zodiac, Vedic. Okay, which one's the zodiac that has like a bunch of different animals, like every different animal?
That's the Capricorn.
Well, I am a
'Cause that's the goat and the-
panther. Or so the type of zodiac. 'Cause who showed it to me? I think it was Tom, like fruit guy Tom. He is who, and I've seen him show it to a couple of other people too. I wish I could remember what it was called though. It's a specific type of zodiac where like it's very different. It's not like cyclical as much. How you know there's like 12 zodiacs, so a lot of people fall into big
Primal
categories.
zodiac?
Primal zodiac. Yes. Okay, my primal zodiac is Panther.
Dang. She's a flippin' panther. My primal zodiac is the Quetzal, or the Quetzalcoatl, but just the Quetzal, which is that beautiful green bird.
That actually is so pretty. As you said that, and I said your makeup is very bird-like. I would say it's almost like it looks almost like blue feathers. Yeah, a close-up of the beautiful makeup art. It goes. I really like how the outfit goes like warm bandana, cool eyes, warm lip, cool necklace, warm necklaces, and then cool dress. It's got a good like dance to it. I feel like I used to be able to do that. Almost.
You guys are so cool. You're cool. You know, it takes one to know one.
Prestige and Classic said, Cully, I'm there if you wanna properly fix the Volkswagen. Well, so Cully threw around that idea, and that would be really fun. But also, there's the option of George fixing it.
George
I
may
could just
fix
pay
it. And
George.
He's a guy that likes to be tough, and I don't really want to have to get under the car, but I can. And that's because part of the backstory of me and Molly, of knowing each other, actually, is 5 years ago, for a year and a half, lived in a Econoline E350 van that I had renovated and turned into a tiny home for an entire year. And it was like I did all the work on it myself, a lot of it. I changed my own alternator, my own serpentine belt, my own struts, put on drilled slotted rotors, put a Tempur-Pedic bed in there, lift it, like a bed, and then underneath was my 200 amp hours of lithium ion power with a tropical silicone roof. I could be in Kihei sun, direct sunlight, and usually without it, you could, if you touched the roof, you'd burn your hand, you could fry an egg on the roof. But with that silicone roofing, it literally went down 30 degrees. I could put my hand on the roof, and I had a fan installed that we drilled a hole in it, so the airflow constantly
Oh, like the max
flew,
air.
always blowing air. So no matter what, and it was literally my spaceship, and I loved it. And then after a year and a half of living in it, then I started renting it out for $1,000 a month, for 2 years. Paid it off 3 times over. So it's called entrepreneurship and living within your means until you have everything you need to continue moving forward. And like somebody said, do I buy or rent? I'm just renting, okay? You know, out here in Hawaii, the beginning price for a house is $1 million, okay?
Literally.
Do I look like I'm a millionaire?
Even trying to get like a
I
condo.
appreciate the compliment, okay? I appreciate the compliment. I really do.
You can't even get a condo for less than like $1 million. It's so insane. The moderator wrote some lyrics to a country song about the van.
Like somebody's worried about your phone dying.
Oh, so we're actually streaming off of Chloe's computer and TV and stuff, so we don't even have to worry about that. Oh my gosh, we've already been streaming for almost 2 hours. This stream went by so fast.
Having so much fun.
It's so fun
It's
having
a special
guest.
4th of July extra long stream, right?
This special stream with our extra special guest, Cully Cat. Okay.
I've been having so much fun with you all. I hope you guys have enjoyed my silliness as well as my facts as well as my deep patriotism for freedom for all people.
Yes, it's inspiring, and I really appreciate you sharing your vibes with everyone.
The algorithms don't always like this stuff, so please, if this affects you in any way, Molly is an amazing person and she will continue doing her amazing work, you know, without me, so don't worry. This is the special you get to experience me with.
I just, Kobe has such a positive energy, and that's like what we preach on this channel, and like such an accepting soul, and so purely herself and just embracing herself. So I'm like, okay, the Mooners have to
Somebody's
meet
a
Chloe.
horse, somebody's a Chinese horse zodiac. It's the year of the fire horse. Did you see my phone? It's the year of the fire horse. I put Ponyta. And look, Ponyta is actually, I pulled this from a fossil pack when I was just about 14 or 13 years old. And it's the year of the fire horse.
I'm gonna sing the country song that the moderator put. She said, well, my clutch froze up and I got no gas.
Play it with this, what you do it.
Let's see, we'll have to make
hold
up.
on.
I don't really even...
No, just strum on it. You know.
Well, let's pick some chords for it. Will you see? Well, my clutch froze up and I got no gas. The band's been nothing but a pain in my ass.
It's been a great time when it hasn't been bad, but let me tell you, you lately about to dig the day I've had.
Okay.
Oh, country classic right there.
Country classic.
Hawaii country. That's the Hawaii country.
Chee-hoo! Who is a better cook between us two? Definitely Chloe.
Well, Molly hasn't gotten. Well, actually, she did get to eat. I made her tuna sandwich yesterday. I'm about to blow your mind. You hear tuna sandwich. You ever had Schlotzsky's? It's better than Schlotzsky's, okay? Schlotzsky's got nothing on me. I use Japanese white bread, okay? That means they make it well without all that extra stuff that's gonna kill you. And then I use, high quality, the top quality mayo. I toast the bread with that, with salt and garlic, and a little rosemary, a little bit of oregano. And then once it's nice and toasted, the mayo is all toasted in. Then I put the Havarti dill cheese on top of that, okay? And in the process, while that's cooking in the toaster oven, I am also mixing up some high quality dolphin safe tuna, and we also ate a couple sardines that I took the bones out and then crushed up and mixed in there with a high quality mayo, some organic relish, as well as ginger, as well as rosemary, as well as oregano again, as well as some salt and some mustard. Mix that nicely, and then you put down on top of it some either pepperoncinis or some sliced pickles, and then you layer it on top, sandwich, cut it into a triangle, have a little olives on the side with some organic potato chips, not using any canola oil, okay? Avocado oil. And all those fats for the omega-3s hit our brains, and that's why we are so intelligent, both me and Molly.
Big brain energy.
We got big brain energy.
Big brain vibes. A lot of people are stoked that you're on the stream. They also said they're gonna check out your Twitch channel.
Aww.
Yeah, bring Cully more on. They're gonna subscribe to your Twitch.
I don't have a Twitch as much as YouTube. YouTube is better because I don't go on Twitch very much, but I do Twitch sometimes.
Oh, Mars said most of my streaming viewing is via Twitch. Molly's the only person I really watch on YouTube. Can we have Cully's Twitch channel after the stream? Yes, we'll definitely add it. We can add it pinned in the comments. We'll put in the description. There's a link to Cully's YouTube. Is your Twitch stream linked on your YouTube?
I think so. I think it is. But also, what's best way to reach me is through Instagram, like Cully.cat.
Cully.cat. Which we can add that to the description boxes too. You can go in the links in the description. You'll find a link to Cully's page. And yeah, I haven't not streamed on Twitch before, but I have been thinking about it just to try it out and see what the vibe is like. I like being central to YouTube though, because then there's the option to have like episode premieres, video premieres live, and like go straight into the live stream. I love how the trolls couldn't take the positive vibes. The stream never been calmer. So that's because we're on subscribers only mode right now. This is actually, probably one of the most calm streams yet.
Maybe we should take it off subscribers only for a little
Here,
bit.
okay, guys.
We're gonna go back into the full, because we talked about a lot of hot topics. So I think now we won't talk about as many hot topics, and we're just gonna bring positivity to the whole world, right?
Okay, this is our experiment. We're going back to anyone.
Maybe we should restart the whole stream too, so it does like a whole new start. I don't know.
Okay, we'll see. We'll give this a try first and see how it, we'll see what. Ryan said, but I never subscribed. Well, that's weird that you must have, or else it wouldn't have been letting you comment. Because, at one point in the beginning of the stream, there was, at one moment that I looked, 555 people all at once. So that's why it was going like full lie. And there was like hella trolls. Anytime the numbers are that high, it's troll central. But then right now it had dipped down pretty low because only subscribers. But so we'll see. This is our experiment to see if it goes back up again. But yeah, the algorithm, interestingly enough, it seems like does a couple of big pushes in the beginning to see how people are liking it. It puts up debate, and then it keeps sending it out crazy. So we'll see what happens when you switch between modes. Your idea of starting a whole new stream would work if we wanted it to just go crazy again.
Yeah, let's start a whole new stream and restart it.
But then we will be dealing with
it'll be funny.
It will be trolls.
I already showed I can handle the trolls, so now let's just have fun with them.
Okay, chat, how do you guys feel about going from this stream? Oh, I just saw you entered the chat.
Yeah, I said hello.
If we started another stream, this one, knowing that there will be trolls and we accept that. What would we call that stream? We got to share about positivity and serendipity, but if we're gonna dip into troll country, we could just call it Exploring Troll Country.
How about, say, a nymph and a fairy take on the trolls?
A nymph and a fairy take on the trolls. Here. Okay, we're gonna be getting the next stream set up right now. Okay, let's take a thumbnail for it.
Yeah, with the take it with the sword.
The magic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
We're troll hunting.
Troll hunting.
I almost just shot that into myself. I was.
Oh no! Cully Cat died. Guys, like and subscribe. subscribe to bring Cully Cat back to life. You need to save her. Okay, thumbnail. Let's see. 1, 2.
I like that one.
Yeah, the first one's the best. Okay, we're about to get something set up right here. Give me a couple minutes.
Oh!
I feel like a good name would be like Traversing the Trolls, or what you had said, a fairy.
A nymph and a fairy, or a fairy and a nymph take on, because you're the fairy, so you should say a fairy and a nymph take on all the trolls.
Fairy and nymph take on the trolls, and then a sword.
Sword emoji.
I'll put a troll emoji and a sword emoji. Okay, so once I get this scheduled, then we'll go into troll country.
Cully just went into Zoolander mode. The blue steel, are you kidding?
Steel.
Of course the blue steel.
These are
How
our-
are they supposed to learn if they can't even fit inside the building?
What is this? A school for ants?
Ants?
I love Zoolander. When they're doing the hypnosis and Wolf, I was like, "Hi, I'm little Cletus." I would love to watch that movie again, actually. It's been forever.
Mama Raider. You're a Mama Raider. That's so funny.
Yeah, she made that her YouTube username after in the stream a couple times. She just got coined as that.
That
Shout
was
out to the
100%.
Mama Raider.
Earth to Cully. It was blue steel. That's one of my favorites. I love Zoolander. Kidding me?
The Troll Hunters. The Troll Hunters. Or maybe I'll say hunting trolls. Fairy and nymph hunting trolls. Or maybe I'll say hunting trolls. Fairy and nymph hunting trolls. Or maybe I'll say hunting trolls. I'm scheduling it for 3 minutes from now. It's 12:09. 3 minutes from now. It's 12:09. Oh, we're getting I hear it's starting its ripple. Oh, we're getting
I'm doing the echo.
It's starting its ripple. 12:12. Okay, bear with me, guys. We're getting this set up.
Aw, thank you, Ali Miz. It was our pleasure too. It's my pleasure too.
Yes, thank you, Ali Business. Have a sweet night, sweet dreams.
You are so cute, Molly, in this video.
Oh, thank you. It's fun to be able to see us sitting here.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
This is
'Cause
our
you're not-
existence
Because you
right
get to
now.
hold your phone right now, which is way funner. Because, you know, like, you're not having to have your phone over there. And you can hold your phone and use it as a screen that you can play, you can actually do the work with, you know?
Yeah,
Or,
that
like,
actually is nice.
You know, like, the moderating skills on the fly.
Oh, the David T and the Mama Raider are briefing. Mama Raider, are you ignoring Prestige Classic? He's calling you out. Okay, oh wait, no. Okay, it almost just started instead of...
And I think you have to stop it over there first.
Yeah, before,
And I'm gonna take a quick bite of food real quick before we start it. So we're gonna take a 2-minute break, right?
Yeah, we can actually bring our food, and I might dig into my leftovers from last night.
I've got
Oh
a
wait, what the
muffin we
heck?
can share.
That was
You're doing 2 at the same time.
what the heck?
I think you just need to create the thing. For
Okay,
it.
there it is.
And then when you click that thing, it'll let you change it to that one.
Okay, yay, it's set now. Okay, yes, I just created another stream called Fairy and Nymph Take on the Trolls. I guess I forgot to... It's set up. So we're going to close this current stream and grab our food, and then we'll come back in a couple minutes. Okay? So, you guys were just with us for part 1 of the Cully Cat special Art, Luck, and Serendipity live stream. I appreciate you all joining us. After our short intermission, we will go back into the dark corners of the internet to slay the trolls.
And we need everybody that's here, out of the 41 people that are still here, to be our warriors of kindness.
Yes, come with us.
Help us recognize that these people need our help, okay?
Join us in spreading the good
Thank you,
vibes
Mama
through the
Raider.
internet. Someone said this will be like exposure therapy. Yes, exposure and acceptance. Goodbye, everyone. Peace, love, and mooner shit.